You're welcome.
Try this again, because they got too many good games.
We have to do.
Yeah, we can't.
We haven't even got to the good ones
Yeah, we
yet.
haven't. You got the second page.
I mean, I done lost the pen and everything. Can't catch. Alex, go ahead. Say what you want to say.
I'm gonna check, make sure he ain't got no alcohol in that dope.
Say
Nah,
what
we're
you
good.
want
I'm
to
not
say,
judging you
Alex.
if you
We're
don't.
good, let's go.
If you do, I ain't judging you.
Alex said he got work in the morning.
Me too.
Did we get back?
Can't work right now.
All right, are we back when y'all in?
Yep.
Thumbs up in the chat if we're back. Sorry for the inconvenience. What a lousy host of a page when you don't make sure your stuff is charged before you show up for week 2. I knew we was going to have problems moving it to Tuesday, Gary. I knew we were going to have problems moving it to 7 o'clock. It was my fault.
Blame on the
That's
hurricane.
it. Blame it on the hurricane, man. We do that. So wait,
So we are back.
Let's blame it on the feedback. Hurricane.
whatever.
Hurricane
her name is.
Francine.
Francine.
Yeah, Francine got me all out of whack. Let's go. Some more games for you. Northside and Sulphur did not get your North Vermilion ERAF picks yet, though.
No.
So let's stay there.
Hold on.
Let's go back there. North Vermilion ERAF. Who wins it?
ERAF, big.
Yeah, I like E-Rad.
ERAF. Big. How about you? You like them big?
No, I just like E-Rad.
Gary?
Man, this one's a hard one for me. But I think E-Rad's got to go this year.
Not so fast. Taking the Patriots.
Not so fast. Part 2. Taking the Patriots also. Give me Coach Moore. And we'll see who's the most physical football team on Friday nights. Saturday.
This weekend. What
This
you all
week.
missed.
This
Saturday. They're playing on Saturday at 3 o'clock.
We're going to have to check, make sure that thing ain't spiked, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Northside
wrong with
Sulphur. 2 1-0 teams. Gonna play this one at Sulphur. And the Vikings make it 2 in a row? Or can Sulphur start off the season 2-0? 2 teams. You got to realize the districts down the road, how crucial non-district play is.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a very good game, but I think Sulphur's going to pull it out in the end.
Yeah, I'm with Alex on this one. I like Sulphur. They at home too.
Derek?
Yeah, Sulphur.
You know,
Sulphur.
I'm gonna roll with Northside close win here.
Okay.
Like a 21-20 type of deal.
I could see it.
Yeah, I can see it happening.
Yeah.
Let's
I'm
if
just
Coach-
giving Sulphur the edge at home.
let's see if Coach Carter
That's what I'm thinking too.
see if Coach Carter can get his guys 2-0 to start the season. Too much Janathan Bonnet. How's that?
Okay,
Fair enough.
that'll work. That's a good point.
That's fair.
Ooh, I was putting on the wrong one. Lafayette 1-0. St. Martinville 0-1. Who wins it?
St. Martinville. I think they just ran into a juggernaut last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that game was going to be
Closer than what it was just because of the rivalry, but I was wrong.
Lafayette.
I'm going Lafayette too.
Give me St. Martinville.
I'm gonna go Lafayette on the road by touchdown. Touchdown gets it done here. Okay, here we go. 1-0 Warren Easton. 1-0 John F. Kennedy. John F. Kennedy is a lot of people from New Orleans area's favorite to get to the Dome this year in Division II. Warren Easton, not sure what to think about them. We know they graduated a ton. Last year was supposed to be the year, and then they're ruled ineligible for the playoffs. Warren Easton goes on the road and gets the win here, or John F. Kennedy, just too loaded with athletes, matches up well here.
Didn't Warren Easton have like a scandal and they had to
They forfeited a lot.
the rest of the game? They forfeited a good bit of their games last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wins it, Alex?
I think Warren Easton's going to win this one. I think JFK is loaded, but Warren's got it.
Yeah, I'm going Warren Easton too.
JFK's got a good football team, but Warren Easton's got a bad taste in their mouth. They got gut punched last year.
Hey, look who's in the chat.
I'm going Warren Easton.
Showed up now.
Hey, Troy.
Mr. Troll.
Hey, we're gonna spoil it for you. We all picked St. James. Just
Who you
saying.
got?
Warren Easton.
Yeah, I was leaning towards John F. Kennedy, but I'll stick with Warren Easton. Prove to me how good you are, Kennedy. Go knock off a Giant and Easton this
But
week.
if you knock off Easton, I'll pick you next week. I promise.
I might pick your Russell Wood.
Ascension Catholic 1-0. You speaking of St. James alums, now they have a St. James alum at the head coach position at Ascension Catholic. They're gonna go down to Laurelville. Hard to think Laurelville loses back-to-back weeks at home, but tough Ascension Catholic team coming in. Who wins it?
I do like Ascension Catholic on the road.
That running back over there, I think it's LZ or something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. I've heard it.
Talented.
Ascension County. That's where.
Joel is.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a Ascension County.
The thing that I have to ask is how down is Laurelville and Ascension Catholic? You know, they have.
Run the
I
football.
think they can run. As I said, they can run the ball. So give me Ascension.
I don't like picking against Laurelville, but I will this week. I'll take Ascension Catholic. We're locked in.
I'm gonna
Prove it
go.
wrong, guys.
I'm gonna go Laurelville this week, guys. Back-to-back losses on your home field. I think they find a way at the end to get a win.
You know Laurelville.
Yeah. Barb and Lake Charles College Prep. Lake Charles College Prep almost knocked off Westgate a week ago. Lost
Correct.
by 2. Barb shootout for the ages with Airline. Can we see a lot of offense here this Saturday?
Yeah, I think you will. I'm really excited to see the outcome of this game for the future. But I like Barb.
Man, I gotta go with my heart.
You bring it in your heart, man.
Whatever's gonna give you that win.
Still got that coin.
I can't go with my brain. I mean my heart. 'Cause that's
You got your family on Barb
family coaching us.
and family coaching at LC.
And we gonna go, and both of us, our teams gonna be playing these two teams the following week. You know.
Go ahead and flip it if you need to, man.
Man, I'm gonna go with Prep. They played Westgate real tough last week.
Yeah.
They did.
But Bob also played Airline real tough too. But
Two good offenses are gonna go at it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, I'll be at the game, so you know I'm gonna go with Prep.
Gary?
The question I have is, can Prep slow down Barb after the offensive
Good,
performance
good
that they put?
secondary.
They have a good secondary on that. Can Barb, you know, continue what they started? And that's hard. To me, I think it's going to be close, but I think Barb's going to just pull it out at the end. So I'm going to go Barb.
You're not.
Barb will win by 10 points.
He go either way, like on Dave.
I think it'll be close all the way through, but Barb in the fourth quarter gets 2 touchdowns to pull away.
Lake Charles College Prep, playing at Westgate a week ago, really swung my pick here. I think the secondary is good enough to match up with Barb's receivers, so I'm going to go with Lake Charles College Prep. Tioga and Leesville searching for their first win of the season. We've seen Xavier Ford get 40 carries last week. What says another 40 is on the way? Can Tioga slow him down this week?
You definitely gonna get another force.
No, I don't think so. I think it'll be forward all night. Leesville for the win.
Yeah, same here. How many yards he had?
311, I think.
10?
Yeah, he could be at 500 by week 2.
Yeah.
He might be leading the state in rushing yards going into week 3.
Yeah, I'm going Leesville myself.
Give me the Walker Scouts.
Yes.
I'm gonna go as far as picking him to be the state league rusher for the year.
There you go.
Yep, another big game like that. It's
He,
gonna be hard to catch up
every
with.
past couple of years, he was like there, but like around week 9, week 8, when the play started getting tough. You know, it started. Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
level off
district
a
is
little
not
bit.
that strong this year, so you know.
Because they lost
Iowa and Kinder.
Yeah,
exit.
that's Iowa.
Right.
No.
All right.
No, wait.
Iowa came in the district.
Yeah.
Iowa is in the district now.
What am I thinking about? You said
No.
it was Rain exited.
Rain dropped,
yeah.
and then Iowa came out.
Rain probably
Rain and North Vermillion drop.
Rain probably
Yeah.
wish they were still in that district.
Yeah.
Rain and North
Probably
Carolina both probably still do, yep.
North Vermillion too.
Nothing right as well.
North Dominion was
Was in that district too?
They were.
okay. Highland Baptist, Hamilton Christian,
Who's your pick? Yeah.
Leesville. Highland Baptist, Hamilton Christian, two teams searching for their first win.
No idea.
I like Hamilton Christian here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Hamilton Christian. They got a few good athletes over there. You know, they're becoming to be a basketball school, but you know.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
like-
familiar
I
too
like
much with
Hamilton.
them, so I'm gonna go with Hamilton also.
I'll take Hamilton Christian at home.
Hamilton Christian across the board. All right, we flipped the page, so you know what that means.
This is
The good games. I didn't even look at all these yet.
We don't want to.
Alex said you're gonna have to start putting my what's on the second page.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
Well, Northwest, whenever they get down to Jennings
And Barb,
and Barb, and we're a couple weeks from now,
next 2 weeks.
they'll be on the
They'll
second
be on the
page.
second page, most definitely.
Well, the money's made right here.
Team, they should be on the second page.
Well, I mean, look who they played. I had
They
OH
usually are.
I
Hey,
had
y'all say
OHS
champions, what you
I
talking
had
about?
OHS fourth to best game this week,
Yeah.
so we'll see. All right, 1-0 Kinder at 0-1 Iota. We said we want to see Iota on the dry field, but it doesn't seem like we're going to get one on Friday night. Kinder, an unorthodox defense that we saw. Guys, they don't line up. They just
Stand up?
they
Nope.
stand up like
Cecilia.
what you seen Cecilia do last year. Kinder, a lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball that could give Iota problems here. Iota is the quarterback. Really good quarterback, accurate. So this is going to be a duel between quarterbacks, in my opinion. So which quarterback prevails in the end?
I like Kinder.
Man, I watched the game last week, but I ordered.
Big plays.
Yeah.
Scoop and score, and then a recovery in the end zone.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna go with I ordered. They at home.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to win in the Bulldog place unless you're Northwest.
Got that right.
I had to
I
throw
knew
that.
he was coming.
I had to throw that in there because I know he was mad at me because the stream died and he didn't get out of here early enough. Gary, who wins it? Two teams we respect dearly.
Kinder.
Kinder, you like what you saw
I
last
like
week?
it, yeah.
Okay.
Stingham Yellow Jackets. It's hard for me to picture Iota going 0-2, but I think it will happen this year. Kinder's every bit primed to, I think, go on a run this year if they keep it up.
You got to remember, does the extra day or two come into play this week? Iota played their game on Thursday, and Kinder played their game on Saturday. So the 2 extra days of prep, rest could be a factor here. Very impressed with Kinder last week. I got to ride them another week. Just eye test from what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to our sponsor in the chat right now, Mr. LaCour.
Yes, sir.
De La Salle, Holy Cross. This game will be played at Tulane. So we'll see what happens when these two square off. De La Salle lost to Central BR last week. Holy Cross lost to ED White. Two teams searching for their first win. Who gets it?
I like Holy Cross in this one.
Yeah, I like Holy Cross also.
Man, I honestly think that these two are gonna. Anyone could win, but I'm gonna give the home. Even though they're playing at a neutral site at Tulane.
Who did LaSalle lost to last week?
Central
BR.
I want to pick LaSalle.
You switching? Okay.
I honestly think that, if this was at Holy, I don't even know if Holy Cross has their own field or whether they share one, but
I don't know.
I'm gonna go De La Salle.
I gotta scratch off 2 of them real quick. All right, you're not
Give me Holy Cross.
cross.
I'm not confident about that pick because I think this game's going to be really close. But I'll take Holy Cross.
I'm not confident with this pick either. Neutral site, Holy Cross offense, too much in the end. I think they still have a good. Oh, I had that wrong. Who's playing at Tulane then? I wrote that down.
You playing Tag Gorman.
That's going.
Holy Cross De La Salle at Tulane. So
They are.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what he said.
the post on Facebook says Tulane.
Let's listen to Troy. Don't listen to Troy. He let you check.
Oh, that might be their home stadium.
Yeah.
Tag Gorman.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I like Holy Cross receivers make a play at the end. 1-0 Chalmette. 1-0 Lakeshore. Chalmette gets a win over John Ehret last week. Lakeshore gets a win over Fountain Blue last week.
Called that one.
The more impressive win here is Chalmette, but Lakeshore, they got some talent there. Coach Bernandez, heck of a coach. Can he get his Titans to 2-0?
Yep, Lakeshore 2-0 for me.
Yeah, I'm more with
Yeah,
Lakeshore too.
me too. I'm with him on that.
Yep. Give me the Titans. Lakeshore.
Jay. It's going to be Lakeshore across the board. Chalmette, good running back. They will try to feed him the rock, but Lakeshore defense will be the difference here. All right, you want to know a game that's going to break the scoreboard in points? Is going to be Benton and Airline on Friday night. These two you saw last week in the 50s with Airline. It's going to be another game in the 50s. Can Benton go and upset Airline on the road?
I don't like it. I like Airline to pull another one out
Final score.
in a 62-59, something like that.
I like it.
Oh.
I like it.
A lot.
They're gonna break 70 this
Yeah.
week.
Probably
They're
so.
gonna break 70 this week.
I like it.
I actually think
Airline-
Airline might end up
Pulling away?
pulling away a little bit. I
Airline's
think
gonna break 70 this
their
week.
offense is
Come
better
on,
than.
Garrett.
I think they're gonna break 70 this week.
I like Airline.
Airline, Chris.
I'm gonna go 52-28 Airline.
No, I'm nowhere close.
I'm thinking a couple of takeaways is gonna.
I'm nowhere
A
close.
couple
to
of
you guys.
timely takeaways is gonna have Airline pull away. So if that is, I'd be like, huh? I think a couple timely takeaways for the Airline defense, while Benton's driving will kind of help pull that game away for Airline. I think I'm pretty confident they'll win this game by 24.
And I'm confident they'll win by 4. 52-48 Airline.
We really have no confidence in their defense.
No.
None whatsoever.
Man,
No. Have you seen them play in 2 years?
I have.
Go average their points.
I think they'll score 70. Now they're gonna give up 50 something probably, but I think they're gonna score 70. I think they're just gonna keep hitting it. As soon as they get it, boom.
Look at this. Who typed this?
Not me. This was brought to me.
It wasn't me. Madison Prep 0-1 at 1-0 Mandeville. Prep coming off of a loss a week ago to
Is Madison Prep?
That's Madison.
it's Madison
Yeah.
Prep.
Okay.
Madison Prep coming
I'm
off
still
of a loss
thinking about
to anybody has any idea?
I don't know.
I don't
Who
remember.
they play.
Who Madison Prep lost to?
I don't remember. Like Southern Lab or something? I don't remember.
No.
Somebody was picking Madison Prep last week. That's how the game was.
I was back and forth with my pick last week. I don't know who it was.
I don't remember.
I think
Give
you
me
did pick.
half a second.
I think you did pick Prep last week, Chris.
Yeah,
I might have two.
I was back and forth.
That's
with my-
town.
Dutchtown.
Oh yeah.
31-6. They lost.
Now they play Mandeville. Running back committed to Duke for Mandeville. The
Smart
Skippers.
Smart kid.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mandeville.
Not me, Troy. I
Myself.
told you Dutchtown's gonna win state.
No, Mandeville's playing Madison Prep.
Yeah, but he said all y'all picked.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I think he's committed to Duke. Y'all want to check that?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. What you like, Alex?
Mandeville.
Mandeville,
Mandeville for me.
Chris, Gary.
I think Mandeville at home.
Yeah, give me the Skippers.
And then, also, talented quarterback, played slow pitch softball with his daddy, Mr. David Henry, if he's watching. But he's got a heck of a son playing the QB position for those guys. San Omont,
Santa Monica.
yep, that one.
Santa Monica.
At Cecilia. you called it last week, Bird going in and shocking them. You and somebody else, but good pick last week, my man. This week, can they go and redeem themselves and get a win at Cecilia?
I don't see it, and I think Cecilia's going to roll again.
I'm gonna go with Santa on this one.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I knew that was coming. No, I got to give the edge to the city at home.
Just knowing the outcome, I'm picking bullshit.
Hey, I'm gonna keep that receipt. I'm gonna see if you hang on to that one.
What I said after Saturday's show, that the offense is going to break records this year. I got to pick Cecilia if I'm going to make that statement. Yeah, new year.
The Dolphins.
The offense.
They're offense. I was about to say, I heard that wrong. My bad. Close game. Cecilia wins. I don't think this is going to be a blowout or anything. I think Santa Mont will keep it close.
They're fast on that turf, huh, Alex?
They are. They'll keep it close. I think 2 touchdown win for Cecilia. To me, a blowout is 20 points or more. That's my definition of what a blowout is in football.
Okay.
Because it's you need 3 touchdowns. So.
St. Charles Lutcher Comets, big loss last week to Newman, 14-point loss there. Newman finally got them off their back and got a win. Lutcher looks primed to make a run this year. They're pretty good.
Down in the River Parish.
Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
Troy, who's your pick? I know this is right up your alley. Alex, who you picking?
I like Lutcher.
Yeah, I like Lusher. They got a couple of guys in the D-line that's really good. I like Lusher.
Eric,
Me too. I got Lecture too.
you know,
It's hard to put. It's hard for me to see.
St. Charles, though, man.
It's hard to pick against them because it's. And I won't. I'm gonna take the Comets. I think that they will. They won't go 0-2.
all right. How about Newman 1-0, Riverside 0-1?
Lusher.
Yeah, Lecture's at home, Troy.
Riverside with Dedrick Lasty, all 5'4" of them, gonna give teams a whirlwind this season. Can Newman slow him down?
Yep.
Yeah, I think they
Yeah,
can.
I like Newman on the road.
I don't think they slow him down, but I think they still find a way to win.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me the Greens.
I had people claiming that Lasty's gonna outplay Barry this year at the running back position, more yardage. So we'll see how his year
He's
goes.
a 5-star, buddy.
I guess he just has a better surrounding cast around him with Riverside and St. Martin's. I guess the comparisons.
Right.
Riverside, Newman across the board.
Yeah, I got
Yes,
that.
sir.
Yeah, if Newman doesn't beat St. Charles last week, or if it's a lot closer,
Good
I
game.
probably would be leaning Riverside right now. But after the win last week, I'm going with Newman. G-E-J. How about Jesuit and E.D. White? Jesuit comes off of a loss from a team from Texas, Dallas Jesuit. So not sure about what they have. It was a 28-20 game. E.D. White, a big win at home against Holy Cross, but we don't know how good Holy Cross is this year.
What that score was, if you don't remember.
Holy Cross score,
I'll look at it right now.
30 something to something.
30 something to something. That's a
I
big
think it was a
something.
little bit of a route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start us off, Alex.
I like Edie White. You know, I think that that defense is doggone good. So
27-14 was that score for E.D. White versus Holy Cross.
So not in the 30s.
Yeah, it's not.
Edie White.
Yeah, E.D. White.
E.D. White's always strong, and especially I hate to say this, especially during the regular season, is their trouble is in the playoffs. So I'm gonna go E.D. White at home.
It's not the playoffs yet, so I'm not particularly worried for him. E.D. White will win, and it'll be it could get ugly, but maybe not, maybe not. You know, I don't know what really to expect. I just think that E.D. White's gonna win.
Jesuit from the Catholic League. E.D. White in 3A ball, but E.D. White too much defense at the end.
Sure, I said them people from Thibodeau.
People from Thibodeau, baby.
How about Sam Houston and Turlings, 2 1-0s going at it at Rebel Stadium on Friday night. Sam Houston, good offense. Do they have enough defense to slow down Turlings on Friday?
No, I think Turlings matches up with their size very well, and they
Correct.
are at home. Give me Turlings.
If Sam Houston can match that D line in the trenches is good, I see Sam Houston winning because Turtles can't stop the run.
And we gave those numbers from the Sam Houston running back earlier.
Yeah, he's good.
But it's based on what Sam Houston can do in the trenches on defense. I'm gonna pick Sam Houston.
Garrett?
Turlings.
I'm gonna go with Chris here. I think Sam Houston's gonna get the upset.
Okay. I like Turlings at home. Gets a win here. I think Turlings makes this more of a defensive game. They don't want to get in a shootout with Sam Houston, so I think they bring it down to their level and make it a defensive game in the fourth quarter and win. Probably what you think? 35-21 sounds good?
For Turlings?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
How about
We'll pick the game.
We picked that game already.
We wrote
Crossed
it in.
out
the
number.
Yeah, we wrote it in.
Yeah, we had.
Yeah, it was already. We wrote
Yeah.
it down.
Yeah, cause
I don't have here we go. Here's my new paper.
Okay.
Where we at? Next pick, 52.
Yep.
1-0 Brother Martin at 1-0 St. Paul's. Good game here. Let's go.
I like Brother Martin.
Yeah, I like Brother Martin too.
Gary.
It's one of my toss-ups. I'm going Brother Martin.
St. Paul's.
I like St. Paul's at home also. Good football game here. 17-14
Yep.
is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it'll be defense. I got 23-17.
Special teams.
I'm thinking.
Special teams wins this one. St.
I
Paul's
agree.
gets a win at home. How about Denham Springs and Central Baton Rouge? 1-0, 1-0. We're going to find out how good Denham Springs actually is. The hype around this team through the offseason, the jamborees, and week one. And then Central Baton Rouge, the key injury at quarterback. Will it catch up to them here in week two? I say injury. He's in a sling from the core accident.
Yeah, Central played really inspired and got the win last week, but I think it's too much to overcome against Denham. I like Denham on the road.
Central. I got Central riding all the way to the dome this year. Central.
Yeah, a lot of people are picking them to get to the dome.
I think Central's gonna still keep playing possession. I think it's they got that next man up mentality. So I'm gonna go Central.
I'm taking Central BR. I'm not sure if they make the dome. I think they're semifinalists, but they're gonna make a run this year. Central finds a way.
Yeah. I think Central Baton Rouge defense will have to win this game in the fourth quarter. Gonna be a great ball game on Friday night. Great atmosphere in the works for sure. I think Central Baton Rouge's defense gets a stop at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But Alexandra and Union Parish meeting 1-0 Alexandra, 0-1 Union Parish. Union Parish got beat last week by North DeSoto. Alexandra rolled over West Feliciana. So, big test for Ash this week. Union Parish, tough to beat at home in front of their home faithful. Who wins it?
I like Alexandria big. I don't think it's even. Union Parish is good. Alexandria's on a different level.
Chris.
Union at home.
Garrett.
Man, Alexandria's scoring points, so man, they're doing. Can Union's defense stop them? I'm gonna go Alexandria.
You not?
Kind of a tough call for me to make, but I'll take Ash. They're gonna fight they're gonna fight hard for that one, but they'll earn it.
Yeah, I got to go with the team that's playing their best football here early. I think Alexandria, all three phases of the game, gets it done. I'm not ready to call a route. I got to get one more text from Alexandria this week to know, okay, I can start seeing this team play for a state championship at the end of the season.
Mhm.
But they got a couple more tests along the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Rummel ULab, that's gonna be some fun on Saturday or Friday or Sunday.
You know, whenever it is.
It's gonna be some fun. 2 1-0s going at it. Rummel beat LCA a week ago. ULab beat Woodlawn a week ago. Rummel 35-27 victory. ULab 3-0 victory over Woodlawn. Won't see 3-0 this week. 2 good coaching staffs, 2 good football teams going at it over there on LSU's campus. Give me a winner. Last year, I think this one came down to a walk-off field goal, if I'm not mistaken.
I like ULab. I think last week's score is not, relative to what these teams are going to be. So give me ULab.
3-0 win.
Yeah, in the mud bowl.
Is that two?
It was in Woodlawn's grass field, and it's
Definitely, yeah.
it's-
Give me
It was
ULab.
bad.
bad.
Give me you loud.
Garrett?
Man, I'm sorry.
I think ULab's awesome, but even though I'm going Rummel.
Okay, can't be mad at you for picking. It's a good two good
I mean,
teams here.
I think Rummel just what they've shown and the fact that they controlled, and won their last game against a quality opponent. I gotta go with Rummel.
Enoch.
Can't pick against ULab. They almost always win. It seems like they find ways to win in games that whether they're overpowering everybody or if it's just they're playing against a team that's really good like Rummel. ULab, I've learned more or less always finds a way to win.
Okay.
So
ULab, too much defense at the end. 10-7, Alex.
I like it.
How about Neville and Calvary Baptist? This game was made today, and it couldn't have been a better game to put together when 2 of those games got canceled. Neville, Calvary Baptist, how fun is this one for the fans? 2 1-0s, 2 great programs. Gonna be a war on Friday night.
Yeah, this
You're
is
right.
power versus power. But said something last week that Neville never left. I like Neville.
Yeah, I like Neville too. It's gonna be a test for
Right.
Calvary.
I think if anybody can beat Calvary, it'd be Neville. I think so. I'm going Neville.
Calvary Baptist because they're at home.
I'm going Neville on the road, gets it done here. They match up well with Calvary, so they're going to be a big test for Calvary. We'll see how this one ends, but they need to schedule this game more moving forward.
I
Most
agree.
definitely.
I agree.
How about Karen Crow and LCA? 2 teams looking for the first win of the season, and gonna be shocking to see one of these teams 0-2 after the end of this one Friday night. You got two good quarterbacks in this contest. That's gonna steal the show. But which defense gets it done in the 4th quarter?
I like Karen Crow. We just have a little too much.
LCA tough at home. Chris,
I'm gonna go with LCA.
LCA at home.
They sold me enough last week against Rummel.
I agree. I'm gonna go LCA because they gave Rummel everything they wanted.
Good picks, guys.
I don't think home field advantage is gonna play much of a factor in this game.
It's hard for me to pick.
LCA and Karen Crow are within spitting distance. Their stadiums, they're within spitting distance of each other. STM
By
That's
one.
the
by a point. But I'm not sure that the home field advantage is gonna play much of a part in this one because they're within spitting distance of each other.
You can throw a rock and
We'll
almost
throw a rock in them at the stadium, exactly.
No, that's left field. Renaissance.
Yeah, they're even closer.
They're even
So
closer.
that one you can pick up a brick. This is a rock.
Yeah. But I mean, it's this one is going to be a great game. I personally think this will probably be game of the week. I'm gonna roll with Karen Crow on this one. I'm gonna take the Bears.
Okay. Split here. I'm gonna take Karen Crow on the road.
That's not a bad pick.
Almost like a
Karen Crow
mile,
down the
maybe
road.
mile and a half.
Cross the street.
Take
Go
a
there,
left.
turn around there. dude.
3 red lights.
Yeah,
it's not
like
even-
that. I
not
don't
even
think it's
that.
Like 2 red lights.
Yeah, you got actually one.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Oh.
one.
Chance Babineau.
Yeah, because
The
you
difference.
pass up point to
That's his
Musan,
name,
then
correct?
it's right there on the left.
That's his name,
Before you
correct?
hit the
Chance,
interstate.
Babineau.
Yeah, I watched both of those kids play youth football, Chance and Braylon.
Yeah,
Against
man.
each other.
What about at the quarterback
That's
position
gonna
Friday?
be, that's gonna be popcorn eating. That's gonna be popcorn enjoyment.
I don't like
When they play Friday night,
Friday night.
yeah.
How about Zachary and Acadiana on Friday night? These two Titans clash. All too familiar with each other. They've met in the playoffs, semifinals, state championship games. Something's got to give Friday night over there in Scott.
Who does Zachary beat?
Zachary beat Blackerman, I think.
I'm not sold on Zachary. Acadiana opened my eyes a lot, going push Ruston to the limit at Ruston. Give me Acadiana. at
Chelsea
home.
ain't picking against the Rams again this week.
I might give me a plate of food when I get home.
He thought about
You
it.
might.
He thought about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Acadiana. So they play Ruston real tough. To say Ruston is,
Yeah.
you know, the cream of the crop of the state. You know, I'm gonna go with Acadiana.
Me too. I gotta go with the Rams. I mean, I just, I don't like picking against them. And then they at home,
It's a prove me week for Zachary.
right?
Everybody says you're down this year. We're gonna find out.
They're up for the challenge. Give me the upset. I'll take Zachary. Acadiana burned me last week, and so if they win this week, maybe I'll pick them next week. You know.
Fear to Veer, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
At home this week. Give me Acadiana on the turf. Can't say that. Couldn't say that in the past.
Man, I'm gonna just tell you, they just not change it.
That'll be their first game.
That will
First game
be
on the turf.
an
January.
electric atmosphere on that turf. I mean,
You know what? You know what else is gonna be an electric atmosphere?
This next one,
This next one.
yeah.
1-0 Catholic of Baton Rouge, defending state champs. 1-0 St. Thomas More, defending state champs. We said something had to give in the last game. Well, these two are gonna. It's gonna be a heavyweight fight for 4 quarters. Cougars at Cougar Stadium. You don't see it often. You
Right.
don't see them lose often there. Catholic of Baton Rouge proved last week they can go into a Destrehan and get a big time win. What says they can't go into an STM and get a big time win? But Cougar Stadium is different. Cougars play well at home. Who wins it?
Yeah, playing at STM is one of those places that funny things just seem to happen. You know, when you're coming into STM for one reason or another. But but I think Catholic overcomes it and gets a big win on the road.
And Catholic went up to Maryland last year and played a team. They don't care where you play. They don't.
What was the score last year with those guys? I think STM won, but carry on.
Yeah, they
Check the phone.
man, they don't care where they go play. Like I watched the state title game against Acadiana last year, and they just ran away with it. I like Catholic.
Not by much, but I like it.
It was the final score for that game was 35-28.
Who won it?
St. Thomas More.
At home or on the road?
I believe this was
Baton Rouge.
So
Yeah, because this one's at home.
expect another 35-28.
Yeah,
Just don't know which way.
And I think that was Catholic only lost last year.
No, Catholic lost twice last year. I don't remember who else they lost to.
Great competition. You like Catholic?
Yeah, I like that. I
Who
think
you
it was
like,
Zachary.
sir?
ULAB by 1.
Man, I'll be honest with you. It's hard to beat St. Thomas More at home.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with STM.
You know,
This one's difficult. This is really difficult. STM does really well at home. Catholic doesn't care how good you are at home.
No, they just play.
Give me Catholic.
Catholic on
I'm
the
gonna
road.
take Catholic of Baton Rouge to win this game. They'll flip the score. It'll be like 34-28 in favor of the Bears.
St. Thomas More at home finds a way again. When they
We don't
find-
want to Catholic. We don't want to Catholic.
you, Alex, and Enoch pick Catholic. Me and Gary pick St. Thomas More.
Kind of.
Yeah. Well, it's a split. Yeah, it's
Yep.
a split.
Yeah.
Close it out, Alex. Final words.
Hey, another week of football.
Another hurricane week.
Another rainy week. Yeah, everybody stay safe in the path of the hurricane. Stay as dry as you can. Friday night, let's play some ball.
7 people only, Alex. Make sure Ray knows. Don't come in that breast box unless you only got 7.
Yeah,
7 people on. Max, you can have it. 7 people on top.
Let them know before they walk in the gate.
Yeah, man. Like you said, stay safe. Even if you're not going to a game, you don't have to get out. Don't get out.
Watch us.
Yeah.
We'll be covering something.
Yeah, like
Look
even,
at Troy.
even like I said, even if it's not going to a game, I'm not even.
Troy on that.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask that question too.
Troy been working on
Even
it.
if we had that game, who y'all was gonna pick?
In the car.
Car.
So I was the only one on staff that was
I
gonna pick.
would
Y'all that
have
beat
taken.
Turns last week. I was riding with y'all with OE Chest for the win.
I think, yeah.
Try to take on about 50.
God.
God, that's your bud.
Now,
That's
now.
your bud. Now maybe.
What they got now? Yeah.
That kid, man.
Oh no, yeah. With
But
that addition, it'd be like.
Final words to close this out.
Yeah, like I said, stay safe, and if you can get out to games and go support these programs, these kids, these schools,
every dollar counts.
you know, some great games this week. Still, we still in the early stages of high school football,
Right.
and we still having great games each week. So, you know,
And how you say that? We're always available on replay. Go support the kids in person.
right.
Yeah.
So you can always rewatch the game when you get home
Yeah.
from wherever we go cover it.
Right.
Yeah.
Guys, all I can say is just, get ready for a crazy week. We're gonna have a lot of people going different places. A lot of rain coming down, hurricane, coming this way. Stay safe first, and do your best. Listen to your coaches. Do what you got to do, and just get ready for Friday and Saturday whenever y'all play, and maybe Sunday. And
we already have a confirmed Sunday game.
Yeah, we do. That's true.
And just have a great time.
Chris,
Enjoy
if
yourself.
you see me covering the game on Monday, y'all don't say nothing.
But
I don't think
have a
they're
great-
gonna let that happen.
that's right. Have a great weekend, and just do your best and enjoy it.
Because especially you seniors, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enoch, final words?
Go Gators.
Go down.
Go Gators.
Go
Y'all come to the Battle of the Pacayenne Saturday at 6. We'll be covering it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. 2 teams that like to play against each other. They're gonna show up and give it their best shot. So, Gators, Red Devils, don't miss it.
So Thursday night, no game this week. Friday will be Mamou Basile. Saturday morning at noon will be Lafayette Renaissance in Abbeville, and then Saturday at 6, Basile. Pillsbury Beauchamp.
Yep.
Time to go. Let's close this one out here tonight. Thank you, Alex, Chris, Gary, Enoch, and Miss Naya for allowing us to be here this evening on an earlier day, and you guys worked with the time. So 3 hours later, 2 streams later, and a lot of fun. Thank you guys again for coming back week in and week out.
Between now and the games, y'all be safe with all this bad weather coming in.
Yeah.
Remember, safety first.
Yeah, we'll see y'all down the road. Goodbye for now. God bless everyone. For you guys here, praying for everyone, families wise. Let's have a safe couple days, and for our friends out in the Baton Rouge to the New Orleans area, prayers are with them at these next coming 24, 48 hours. So we'll see y'all Friday night live from Hanson Field. Goodbye for now. And Holly's lock in the comments was Sacred Heart over Pine Prairie, and the last question was who we picked for Santa Mont and Cecilia. I think we went all across the board except one person.
No, Santa Mont.
And Santa Mont. So there you go. So
I'm not doing it.
See y'all later.
I think Santa Mont is a good team.